Hello friends and welcome to Chat of X Games. I'm hopping back into Memoriapolis to continue in the Enlightenment age on the snow map. I'm just going to quickly demolish this building. Alright, starting off here, I'm just looking, and I've realized I've kind of put myself behind on building points. I've got 7 more building points to go, and each building point is going to cost myself 300 some workers, probably more than that. So I am going to have to find workers here, and that's a bit of an issue. I do have the growth policy in place. I don't think we're going to get enough in the remaining time until the Esplanade check-in, but I'm going to do my very best. I shouldn't have been disregarding this while I was pushing development, and in fact, I'm going to have to actually probably cut back a little bit, because I'm probably going to want to try and get these employees back. And so I think I'm going to have to do that. By removing a cutting camp or quarries that I don't need. I'm going to remove 1 cutting camp, I think. And I can build it back. So right now, got all these cutting camps here. And each of them is harvesting 19 wood per cycle. This is planting 10 trees for an average of 250 wood per cycle. So it can easily sustain that many. Woodcutters, it can sustain more, I believe, as well. So that's not an issue. I think maybe I might go ahead. Down here somewhere is a woodcutter that's kind of built into. Where's it at? That's my reforestation station. Down here, is this it? Yeah, so I'm gonna demolish that one. And so theoretically, once those are, yeah, so that gets me more men as soon as that's gone. This quarry should get me more men. I think it wasn't using men already. So I do think maybe I should cut back on, that one's demolishing. That's gonna leave me with 5 and 4 of each here. Yeah, so 1 small quarry. Yeah, let's demolish that. And we'll get some workers back as well, once they lose the workers they need from deconstructing those. So hopefully that will get me a head start on getting these cultural buildings in, because I need 7 cultural buildings in, which is a lot. The only other way I can get building points is service buildings, but it's already in, and wonders, and I haven't unlocked any wonders yet. I haven't gotten any of my factions that powerful, probably because I've been neglecting putting in cultural buildings. So, I'm just gonna start with... let's start with an observatory. I also, really quick, I do have a request here. He wants me to stop immigration. I'm not doing that. I need as many people as I possibly can, because I need to make sure my city is growing quickly enough to get these in. So, yep, this is that observatory. Let's build that in. So I'm not really concerned about producing resources right now. I have a ton of money coming in, so I just want to get these up. I want to get, yes, you can expand. I want to get my cultural buildings in. I should be able to get a second one right away. Yep, perfect. With the demolishing I did. So that's gonna put my resources a little behind, but I think we're okay. I think we're doing fine. So with removing those quarries. Yep, so let's do a second cultural building right away. Let's get a monastery in. Yep, so I'm trying to focus specifically on buildings that'll push me towards wonders. Okay, so this is going to boost belonging, let's boost health as well. And I probably need to boost creativity and safety. I probably should have done creativity or safety instead of health, but let's see how this goes once those are in. Yep, disappointment, that's okay. We're gonna keep pushing. What is this? This is new neighbors, so I just need to keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't expire on me. It looks like I'm running a little low on blueprints, so let's get increased intensified research going. Yep. So we've got workers, so I've got to save up some workers for my next cultural building. What do I want it to be? I would like it to be maybe a sherry winery. That's gonna cost me $350. Porcelain factory, $340. That's less workers. $340. Yeah, so one of those. Yeah, let's do the porcelain factory. Actually, I'm gonna go for safety. I'm gonna do the army barracks, the artillery barracks. Yep. So I need 350 workers. Okay, that's boosting satisfactions, hopefully. It'll also give me more know-hows potentially, so let's see what those are. Forte piano, creativity. Oh, I need more slots. Okay, so I'll need to hold off on that unless I want to dig through and see if there's anything I can replace. Yes, you can expand, please. I think I'm gonna build my safety out this way, or maybe even across the river. I could build across the river down this way since my replenisher is here. That's where... what's this? Okay, so I ran out of clay. I'll worry about replacing that later. Okay, so when it was empty, it did actually give those workers back, so that's interesting. Elections, good. We're doing good on... spice sellers want me to build major companies, so do I want to do that instead of my artillery barracks, or do both? Let's go in. It's not even gonna let me do it yet. Power of the faction of the corresponding culture is too low. Yeah, so they're asking me to do it, but I can't. So we're gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Yes, expand, please do. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do that, even if we did get our men in time. Let's check out, make sure that isn't a fluke. Nope. Got an assault. That's not good. That means I need to get my safety up. So we do need to get this this artillery barracks in. We're nearly there. How are we doing? On our Esplanada. So we push up to 119. So I'm gonna artillery barracks is gonna give me 100 and or 120, which means I'll need to put 4 more buildings in. Boom, artillery barracks. Yeah. I want to be careful about building too close to these woodcutters because I want them to still be able to cut down trees. I kind of want to build here. Yeah. Get that done. So faction was disappointed, I'm sorry. Oh, it's time to boost my growth again. I was worried I was gonna miss that, and I did. Hopefully it hasn't been too long. Let's get new neighbors going again. Hopefully this passes. Boom. Is accepted, perfect. So that'll keep immigration flowing. I haven't unlocked any wonders yet. Nope, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to build them in time to hit my next checkoff point. We've got a new policy, or not a policy, but article. And what I'm going to adopt is my choices between this and reduce building construction time. I want to increase the number of no-hull slots by 10, but I'm already doubling that, so 20. So that'll let me get some more know-how in. So, like, I want that specifically, because that's going to help my creativity. These may be helpful in the next stage. Boom, this is pushing safety. Let's keep pushing safety, I hope. So some factions are just taking territory. That's a little unfortunate. So I've got my artillery barracks in. Let's grab porcelain manufacture. Let's do the sherry winery. Okay. So for that, I'm gonna need 350, I believe. Hopefully my city keeps growing. Porcelain manufacturer, I believe I have it in. No, I didn't buy it. I need 340. Do I want to worry about discarding yet one more quarry, or... So we've got 5, we've got 4. Where are my quarries? So that one I want to keep because it's replenishing. Yeah, let's go ahead and demolish this. Okay, am I going to get there in time? I need the porcelain manufacturer. I would also like... Well, let's do that. The sherry winery. I can't forget to put the sherry winery in. But let's get the porcelain manufacturer in to fulfill that request. Yeah, so I'm going to go up this way. Yeah, right here actually is pretty good. Boom. Okay, so it's boosting health, boost safety. So once that's constructed, I'll see where I'm at for everything. Yeah, it looks like we're getting about 3 workers a cycle, which means it's 100 cycles to get in as many workers as I need. Boom. Alright. So, we need 124, we need 3 more buildings. We're a third of the way to one of them. And I have till 1800, so it's gonna be close. So I am glad I'm shutting down some of my production buildings specifically for that. Of course, I'm gonna want to get them going again as quickly as possible. But for now, we're doing okay. Sell the Militus Christi. That's taken care of. That shouldn't affect my building points. No, I'm still at 121. Alright, so three building points. So one of them is going to be this perfumed, not the sherry winery, is what I want. Nearly there. So we're growing at a rate of about 3 workers every turn, so that's about 300 every 100 turns. I've got a little over 200 turns. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be so tricky. Hang on. Cultural. Sherry winery. What? So here's my actual district here, but I want to be careful about crowding this reforester. I'm gonna risk it. So this is boosting health. Let's boost creativity. Let's get that done. And so that should get me all the second level cultural buildings. How are we doing? We're going to be at 122, so I need 2 more. 2 more. Yeesh, it's going to be close, isn't it? Do I need to reclaim yet another? Yep. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to reclaim this reforester. And this cutting camp. Nope. Alright, let's take care of that. So we're going to demolish this. Apparently I need extra workers to demolish it. Let's demolish this one then. And then demolish this. And I'll build my cutting camps up around one single forester, because I think one forester can handle them all. And that'll even give me room to grow down this way more. Once these are given back. Boom. So my health is finally in the green. That's good. Alright, so what do I want to put in? Speaking of which, let's see what else we have here. Mercury barometer. What does Rococo do? Appearance? Yeah, I'll do that. Sedimentation. Yeah, let's do that. I like it. That lets me store up more resources, always useful. Yeah, my policies are still going, so we're good there. Looks like we might be using quite a bit of sand. So I will need to fix my quarry production once I've gotten my buildings put in. Yep, so speaking of which... let's do non-book printing. So non-book printing, this is an education building. Yeah, I'll connect it up to my cemetery over here. Or let's put it down here, actually. Okay, so this is boosting creativity. Let's boost safety as well. I would like more of my satisfactions in the green, please. What is this doing to... I think that I've cleared out my population satisfied, so that's great. I don't know how I got so far behind on building points. So hopefully we don't run low on resources because of the things. It looks like I might be losing sand a piece at a time. So I will need to definitely get in another sand quarry over here. near where it's replenishing, because there should be plenty of sand over here. Yep. And hopefully I can get up to 300 people before my next one. But if necessary, I'll build a nunnery. Yes, I will sell this because that actually does give me people back. I wish people were requesting that more often. Yes, sell, sell, sell. Right, so yeah, I think we'll get there. So what do I want to do for it? For my last one. Of course, I'm gonna have to keep doing this, which hopefully won't put me too far behind on Hopefully it won't put me too far behind on building the collection, because I've kind of handicapped my resources while I'm focusing on getting all these cultural buildings in. So hospital is going to be 380. Alright, so there's my hospital. Boosting belonging. Let's boost creativity. Except they can expand. Always a big fan of them expanding. Alright, so that will meet the expectation. But I want to make sure I'm good for the one after that. So let's go in and see where we're at on getting a wonder unlocked. Not there yet, so do I just want to ignore wonders? Wonders give me 5. But I need to get them built. So I'm gonna need 14 building points. I don't know how I wound up so far behind on building cultural buildings. Always ready. Where's our decree? I don't have this one unlocked yet. Nope. Always ready is the decree they want. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'm not gonna push it though. I'm not gonna corrupt or anything like that. If it passes, it passes. Boom. Alright. Yes, you can expand. So let's see if there's anything I can do with my know-how. I like that one. Other than that, nothing really of interest to me. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so that should mark off our Esplanade. We should be at 124. We are at 124, so now I need to get 14 more for the next one. So I was already sweating. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so we're a little short on clay production, but since we've got so many bricks, we're not really... We've got a decent amount stored up of all our base resources. Yeah, so nothing to worry about, seems like. So I don't even know if I'm going to be doing wonders this age. Oh, I can unlock that. Yeah, let's unlock it. And then let's see. 580 for 5 building points. So that's definitely worth doing, and that's what we're doing. We're just gonna make sure we get enough men in. 580, that's gonna be 100 turns or so. Hopefully we can push that farther. There's a new article. So, available. Let's increase taxation. Keep the money rolling in. Oh, I need to increase migration through this policy again. New neighbors. Let's get that all the way up. Please pass. So if I can get this wonder going in time for it to be complete before the age changes, that'll be 5 of my building points out of 500, which is a really good deal for workers needed. Just construct the building, defense of peasants' rights. I'm not gonna do that because I want to get this wonder built. And I think I'm gonna build it right here. We've got everything I need. Good positive rallies will help boost growth. That's very excellent. Please grow, please grow. Yep, I know it's coming up. I've met the requirements. I just need to go farther. Good, this is propagating. I'm glad. Keep propagating. So it looks like I hit all my Esplanade points, which is what I was trying to do. I was sweating. I'm glad I wouldn't have had much time if I hadn't have reduced my production buildings, unfortunately. Please propagate again. Boom. All right, so here we go. Ooh, so this one is tricky because it needs to be in the water. No. Yeah. All right, that's an interesting place, blocking the whole river, but let's do it. All right, so that's going to take 338 turns. How many turns do I have left? About 600, so that is really excellent. If I can get another one in before we hit, and I just want to be clear, that's not, yeah, it's not boosting my building points till it's done. It does give me the morale boost, which is great. It gives me that early, so it gives me my satisfied population, but it doesn't give me the building points till later. But if I can get another one of these in before we hit about 2100 cycles, I'd 2050 to be on the safe side will be good. So grow, grow, grow. Is there anything I can do that might boost? Yeah, this would boost my it would make my creativity more satisfied. Yep, so we'll just keep doing that. Hopefully by being more satisfied, we'll grow quicker. We're still only growing about 3 workers per turn, 3 to 4 per turn. Can I unlock another wonder? That's the other question. Well, we'll find out. How are we doing food production-wise? We're doing fine. In fact, I could probably lose one of my farms and still be fine. But it'd be running things a little ragged. I mean, a little near the edge, but consumption has been pretty solidly below 2,000. We're gonna do it. So hang on. What is a quarter of 3,000? 750? As you can tell, I'm pretty desperate to make sure I hit all my goals. We're gonna do it. Just keep an eye on that and build it slowly as I need it. Yep. So we're nearly available for another wonder, but I don't have the... I don't have the blueprint yet, I don't think. Not yet. Which is frustrating. So if we're not there at... when we get to... Yeah, if we're not there when we get to 2150, if we haven't unlocked that blueprint yet, I'll put in the cultural building. Evolve the House of Commons into a manor. Let's see it. The defense of peasants' rights is required, so yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. It'll also cost workers. And I don't know if it would give me more building points. It might, but we're going to trust that they're not going to be too mad at me if I don't do that. What's this? Establishment of securities. So we clearly have enough people to build another wonder. But it's a question of whether or not I'm going to have the time and oh good. Keep boosting growth. Yeah, so yeah, now we're with this going, we're at consistently 4 per turn. I like it. Okay, Okay, I think I could potentially put in... No, I need at least 300 extra for the wonder before I worry about putting in another cultural building. Yeah. But I'm glad my rallies are creating growth here. And we're still below 1900 on, or below 2000 on food consumption, so 3 farms is fine for now. Even with our city growing quite a lot. Let's try boosting blueprints again. Intensified research. All right. Okay. They didn't like it. We'll give it a try. So I am going to need cultural buildings in. But if possible, I want to wonder in. As long as I can get it built in time. So, wonder. And the issue is that I haven't gotten a faction powerful enough yet to unlock the next wonder, so... Yeah, so I'm going to take some workers to build me... I am going to build a cultural building, because I will need at least four cultural buildings. Let's build artists' homes. I'm going to build in this direction. Okay, so creativity. Let's boost belonging and esteem. Clearly are the ones that need it the most. Let's get that done. So let's hope we can get enough workers up by 2150. Promote the decree, optimizing the past. I will promote it, but I'm not gonna make sure it passes. That will boost blueprint production. Okay, I'm hoping these keep propagating because it's really good for growth. Okay. Propagate again, please. All right, boom. That should help some things. Hopefully they don't crowd out these. Okay, so again, the warning, we're nearing the end of the age. Yep, which we are. I'm gonna get some good wonder points in here. So once we hit 2150, I'm gonna double check if I have a wonder available. Otherwise, I'll start putting in more culture buildings. Yep. Yeah, it's fascinating that we don't have a wonder yet. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build duplicates of my buildings. Oh, by the way, I think I just unlocked an important know-how, neoclassicism, yes. So I need to remove for... What's this one doing? I want that one. What's this one doing? That's a good one. I'll deactivate that. And I need to deactivate one more too. What's the plow do? I want the plow. My inside my ramparts is pretty much full, so I'll deactivate that unless I see something else. Oh, I'll deactivate that. Okay, so then let's go into the Age of Enlightenment. And this will be a permanent boost to my growth. Boom, I'm glad I have that. Yeah, we're growing by about 5 per turn. Be nice if I could unlock a wonder. Imperial Court Library, is that a wonder? It is. So, I think with this, that's another 5 building points that should be done by the time the age changes at 2400, so let's get that wonder in. Ooh, it's a big one. Yeah, let's plop that right across the river here. You can travel across the river to the library. Alright, so that's done in 300 turns. So that will be done. So both of these will be done. That gives me 10 of my building points because wonders are worth 5. This gives me... I built one over here, so that leaves me 3 cultural buildings I need to put in before the age changes. And wow, we just boosted everything. So cultural... and I hope that all this focus on this isn't going to screw me over with all the resources I'm going to need for the industrial age. Hang on, I just want to see how we're doing on 420. Let's stick to this level. 395. 350, that's a good one. 370. 365. So yeah, let's do the light horse guard for 350. So light horse guard needs to go in. We're only growing by 3 again. Interesting. I will need to switch this out pretty quick. That's another policy article. Interesting. I've adopted all my articles, so I don't know why it's giving me that notification. What's this? Yeah, I've adopted all the articles I need, so... I'm curious about that. So, I just need... for my... it's my light horse guard, I need 350. I've got all my satisfactions up in the green and creativity in the blue even. That's from building those wonders. So maybe I should have focused a little more on wonder building earlier, because they are worth so many building points, they're well worth it. Food-wise, we're still doing fine. I do need to... Evolve the chapel into the contemplative convent. The problem is I don't know if that'll actually give me building points, and it's a little risky right now. So I need to stick with guaranteed building points. Let's boost growth again. I don't know how that passed when more people voted against it, but this is nearly done. Good, this will boost growth. Boom. And I get a lot of people back once those wonders are completed. That is something I did not know. So that is very useful. That means I've got all the people I need to build my cultural buildings. So, light horse guard, I'm gonna sneak him in along in this direction. Squeeze him in this way. So that's boosting safety. We need to boost esteem. All right, that is good to know that you get them back from the wonder. That is something I should have been aware of previously. All right, so this is 5 points. I've got another one building, so I've got 6 points on the way. So we're at 130. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, so I need to get to 138, so I've got 6 points on the way. So I need to build 2 more cultural buildings, so let's lock those in before I do anything else. So I can do 1 more cultural building, which will be major company. And I can build down this way now because I've kind of cleared out my production buildings, so I'll slide it in here. Let them have these districts. Okay. Health. Still esteem is what needs the biggest boost. Alright, and then I'll need to build 1 more to lock it in for sure. So I guess I'm just gonna go with the final one from this level. Or no, there's 2. Let's do the red workshop. And then I can focus on making sure I have enough production going again. I love seeing all these positive rallies. That's a big boost to my workers. So I did let things get out of balance, but I recovered it nicely. So I had to kind of backtrack a little bit by destroying some quarries and stuff to get the workers I needed. But man, with all these rallies going, I'm hoping we're seeing a decent amount of growth. Yeah, we're seeing like 5 a turn. Yes, you can expand. Alright. So what am I looking to do here? Which one did I just unlock? It was the red workshop. Okay. Yeah, so the red workshop, which is going to cost me 395. We're nearly there. So once that's locked in, I will spend the remaining 200 some turns focused on making sure I get everything done. I get production boosted. So this should be done in time. Yeah, it should be easily done in time. All right, red workshop. Okay, so we need to boost belonging and probably esteem as well. Yeah, so this will be done in plenty of time. This building is paused? Why is it inactive? Is it just because there's so much going on there? Yeah, I guess it can't replenish any more resources. That's good news. All right, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, so checking my Esplanada. So just to be clear, I need 138 building points. I've got a wonder on the way, which is going to give me 5. So we're covered on building points. You can expand, please do. All right, so now it's time to focus my efforts back into. When did you run out? Okay. We'll have you collect the last stone, and then we'll worry about what to do. All right. All right. It's time to focus my efforts back into getting all my stuff, all my production at as much as I can, so I can get the collection going in the next stage. So I've got 200 turns to do that. 200 cycles, I should say. So 4 wood seems to be doing fine. 5 stone, but one of those doesn't count. So I need another quarry and clay pit. Just let's look down here. So level 2 for glass foundry, level 3 for heating and charcoal kiln, and I've got 3 of those. 4 for my small farms, that's fine. Gold beaters and forges are at 5. Tileries are at brickworks, stonemasons, carpenters are all at 7. Yeah. So I've got small mines are all at 5. Yep. Yeah, so how many forges and gold beaters? I may want more forges and gold beaters. We've got reserve full on so many things, but building more will help. So I think the first thing I want to do is get this upgrading, just to make sure. And then let's get a second sand quarry going. These should both be fine because how this reaches pretty far, right? Yeah. So those should both be fine and be replenished by that prospecting camp. And a small quarry for clay. And we're demolishing it, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll get those upgraded. Yeah, so I think I do want to go a third forge and a third gold beater. Get those upgraded, and then I want to think about using blueprints to unlock the rest. Yep, so sell the artillery Yes. Have at it. More than happy. Positive rally still propagating. I'm happy about that. All right, let's get these improved. So I felt there was a moment there where I felt like I wasn't actually going to make all of my Esplanade points, but I think I've recovered. So, yep. Let's get this one. Keep upgrading, please. And I think I maybe did want to put in another woodcutting camp. Yeah, seems like we might need it. So we'll put it close to the replanter with the rest of them. These all have, yeah, plenty of wood. Good, it keeps propagating over here. That means we're growing plenty fast. Okay, so improve. So getting back in the ones I lost. Keeping those growing. What's this? Oh, just another desire to conquer. Let's get you going again. I don't think it can go past level 4, but that's all right. This is nearly done in 70 cycles, and we'll, once that's done, we'll just make sure we've hit the level I need. I should be upgrading these as well. I just noticed, do I not have... No, new neighbors is going, so that's fine. Let's make sure we're getting intensified research going if we can. Keep blueprints coming. Improve. 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 So only once more after this. All right. So just these. And then I might want to spend blueprints unlocking my next level of production buildings. What am I missing? I'm missing wood, of all things. Yep. All right, so we're gonna do something really quick. We're just gonna buy in as much wood as we can. Plenty of money. No reason to mess around. Yeah, that can't be improved again. Yeah, so factions are just taking territory. So do I want a 6th one over here? Maybe. Seems like it might be useful. So I will do that. We're still doing fine on workers. This should be able to support 6 pretty easily. Yeah. Alright. So let's talk about upgrading to the... Well, first off, my wonder is done. So just double checking. 138 building points. 138 building points. We've hit it. So I've got 2,000 faction power out of the 1,400 I need. I've got 37,000 population satisfied, and I've got 700,000 resource points. So we're good on end of the age. So I just want to, if possible, and we've got less than 100 turns, so this is going to be going into the next age. But if possible, I would just like to get to, let's start with, it's production I need. Yeah, so let's start there. Cut-in camps, quarries, stonemasons, carpenters, brickworks, and I'm going to need to wait, but that's a good starting point. I also want to make sure I've upgraded these as far as I can. So let's make sure that gets done. Yep, and then it's time to start going through and upgrading everything I can. It's going to take a lot of my stone. So I think it will be time to put in a new stone quarry. In this area. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing I did with wood. Let's not wait around. 4,074. There we go. Let's just get it in. Spend money on it. Who's out of resources? It's probably, yeah, I was gonna guess. So demolish that. let's check in. So I've got that one's demolishing. I've got a decent number of stone, especially since this one's under construction. Yep. Okay. Improve. 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 Right. There's my warning. We're 20 turns away. Let's get these improving. This is going to take a decent amount of wood, I think. Yep, so we're short on wood again. Wood. 27. Trade. So if I can find another one that sells wood. Nope. Okay, so that's fine. That's 5,000 wood. That'll let me keep upgrading quarries. Can these two upgrade farther? No, not for the time being. I need to get there. I need to get more, I need to unlock more of them. Cultural. Now, production. I need this one to level 8. Then next will be my mines. I'm really hoping I can get a lot of this going. I mean, I'm rapidly running out of time. I have 10 turns left, but I was hoping to have a decent amount of this in progress before starting on the collection. Plenty of employees now. Finally got there. Keep improving. Keep improving. Improve you. Need more wood. All right. Towards a new age. Awesome. All right. Change of the age. All right. We hit all our points. I sold off a lot of buildings, so chances are I might have enough memory points, although I guess I did put in a lot of cultural buildings as well. I guess we'll find out. Alright, I guess that's all I can do. Oh, no. Hang on. I see you. Boom. Alright, yep, so that's pretty good. Let's continue on. So we get to choose one more thing, so... craftsman... trader. Let's do trader. Yeah. Strategist. Politician. Yeah, let's do politician. Alright. You're entering a new age, industrial age, end of age in 1800 cycles. So I need to put in the manufacture Shadowfax, and I'm gonna put it over in this region by the library. This will be my modern city, which I'm not gonna spend a lot of time developing. Alright, so before anything else, I just want to repair. Repair. Make sure, yep, nope. Repair. Oh, we need stone, okay. So, yes, you can expand. Repair. Need lots of stone. I definitely probably should have tried to save that one. Okay, all of these are being repaired by the people who, by the factions that bought them. Let's try that again. And wood. Alright, so that's the next thing. So first off, let's see, I think I'll need to put in a politics building again. Yep, National Assembly. Alright, so for cultural, right off, I'll want to unlock a political cultural building. That I'm not so worried about right now. Right now I want to unlock my trade routes. Let's get these going. Alright, so let's start with you. Wood. Is there a place where I can get wood and stone? Oh yeah, yep. So let's start here. 266. 2111. Nope, let's go back. Then wood. And if I can get stone somewhere, like right here. All right. Beautiful. Except I can already upgrade it, but I want to repair first. That one's an easy one. Wooden beams. Okay. not the Imperial Court. All right. So that's where I'm going to stop for tonight. I'm set up for the industrial age. It will be time to start doing the collection, which I have a strategy for that I have from the beginning. Basically, I'm going to start around here and work up through these very dense where I have all these cultural buildings close together, and work up through those areas, grab the cultural buildings, grab the districts around the cultural buildings, and really boost their adjacency bonuses. So I think I'm going to try to get the arena first. But yeah, so I'll try to work through this area. So I still can't repair this one, huh? Nope, need lots of stone, need lots of beams. Yep, so I will need to focus for a bit on boosting production before anything else, which I was already working on. I used a lot of resources upgrading all my buildings. Let's just see if there's any quick ones I can do. Nope. All right, well, I will see you in the next one. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. We just hit 50 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.